Alright, give me a sec, I'll only take a minute of your time. The second channel is fully up and running. You're not going to be heading to an empty channel now. We're actually playing GTA San Andreas, a story mode game made by Rockstar Games. The definitive edition recently released, so we're running through it. I've got a few uploads up there, so if you head to the second channel right now, you can follow me through it. I'd really appreciate it if you just checked it out, give it a chance, man. You're going to enjoy the playthrough with me, trust me. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say just before we start this video. Appreciate all you guys' love and support. Recently hit 23,000 subscribers on the channel. Want to thank you guys for all the support. It's not going to be everybody's thing on the second channel, but if you guys could just give it a chance, I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, for this video, enjoy it, man. Yes, sir. My name is Zakashi, and in this video, we are going to be using Super VEGITO'S. Oh my god, it's been a while since I've used Super VEGITO'S, man. We've got the yellow transforming Vegito. We've got LF Super Vegito, which is probably the main guy on this team because he's double Zenkai buff. And then we've also got Super Saiyan Bardock, the critical god in Dragon Ball Legends. Nobody is better than him when it comes to criticals, honestly. But given them anyways. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this video. There's quite a bit on this team that we need to go through. Not going to touch on the equipments because you can look at them yourself, but I tried to go critical with the VEGITO'S at least, and I have the critical equipment for Bardock on his third slot, which you can see. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button. All my social media links are going to be on the left. This is the YouTube channel. We've got a Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link all in the description below. So make sure to check me out on all of those. But yeah, man, this is a very, very insane video, man. The damage Super Vegito and Super Vegito were doing is actually very, very insane. For units that are very, very old, they were dishing out a lot of damage. And another reason why I actually did this video is because I actually Z-powered my yellow Vegito to 9 stars. So that if he gets a Zenkai, hey, we ready. But yeah, I think he's more than 9 stars actually now. But yeah, let's get into this video. So obviously the first thing I want to get into is the buffs on the whole team. Vegito, Super Vegito, the LF will have the same buffs as the Super Vegito, the yellow one, after he's transformed. So I'm only going to go through Super Vegito's Zenkai, Z ability buffs, then I'll go through their Zenkai buffs individually. So you can see here, Super Vegito, his first Z ability is coming from Bardock, Super Saiyan Strike Attack and Defense, 25%. Super Vegito is actually giving him, which is himself, 28% to Strike Attack and Defense. Vegito, the yellow one, 25% to strike and blast attack, so double offense. Then we've got Vegeta, that's the purple one, 25% to Saiyan or Frieza Force, so only Saiyan blast attack. That's the good thing about these fusions, is that they also are Saiyans. Goku, he's given 23% to Saiyan strike attack and blast defense. Super Vegeta is given 25% to Super Saiyan base blast attack and critical damage. Critical damage is a very, very necessary one. And then that's it for Z abilities. Now we're going to go into Zenkai abilities. You can see that Super Vegito is being Zenkai buffed by Vegeta, the purple one. So he's got 40% to strike attack and blast attack, and then 35% to strike defense and blast defense. Whereas Super Saiyan 3 Goku is actually giving him 40% to strike attack and strike defense, and 35% to blast attack and blast defense. Now the yellow Vegito here, once he's a Super Saiyan, so this doesn't apply prior to him transforming. After he's transformed, he actually gets the Zenkai buff from Super Vegeta. He's actually getting 35% to both strike attack and strike defense, but he's getting 40% to blast attack and blast defense, which works very well because this Vegito is actually a range type. Now the literal captain of this team, Super Saiyan Bardock, he has a unique ability called the Golden Saiyan. If you don't know about it, get to know right now. In this unique ability, it's literally the pioneer for Super Saiyans. It makes every Super Saiyan team just disgusting. Applies the following effects to allied tagged Super Saiyan when this character switched to standby. Plus 25% to damage inflicted for 20 time accounts. Plus 30% to critical damage for 15 time accounts. And plus 70% to critical damage inflicted for 15 time accounts. Obviously, if you get them crits off, the damage is going to be disgusting and you'll literally obliterate teams, especially if you're using a very meta one, whereas these two units here are quite outdated. They still do an insane amount of damage. Now for the VEGITO'S, I've chosen to show 2 things from each of them. So we're going to start with LF Super VEGITO here. His main ability actually just brought back so many memories, but especially in this meta where everybody is getting a lot of things in their kit, his main ability just has so much more value that if he was to get a Zenkai, it'd actually be a very long day for a lot of units. So it's called Come On, Give Me All You Got. He draws the Ultimate Arts card, Spirit Sword next. That's his Ultimate Arts. Of course, that's his a legendary finish. It's beautiful, man. You see that in this video as well. I got it off. He restores 30% of his health and ki by 50. He gets plus 30% to damage inflicted for 20 time accounts. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level. People complain about draw speed all the time, but the fact that he has it in his kit is very, very valuable. And then I feel like the most valuable thing of everything that he has in his main ability outside his ultimate arts, of course, is the fact that he actually cancels enemy attribute upgrades. Now, I spoke just a couple seconds ago about how in this meta where people get a lot of things in their kit, but the fact that he cancels all enemy attribute upgrades is actually very, very, very vital. I went up against a Super Saiyan 3 and his buff just went out the window because of this guy, and that is actually table turning, so to the point where Super Saiyan 3 Goku cannot do any damage that is actually detrimental to Super VEGITO. I love it, man, and using him for this video actually brought out what he can actually do if he was to get a Zenkai and the unique equipment that just brings him up, as in an awakened one or fusion get one in general. It's a long day for the meta, honestly. His unique ability as well, Patara Fusion, plus 40% to damage inflicted for 20 time accounts when this character enters the battlefield. While this character is on the battlefield, the following effects occur when this arts card is drawn. So he gets damage inflicted when he comes in for 20 time accounts. That's every time. That's a big W. But this bit here, it's actually just a lower version of VEGITO Blue, the LF, and I'm so disappointed in myself for not noticing earlier. But with VEGITO Blue, he actually gets buffs based on the type of character he's facing. I believe it's 40% if he's faced with a melee type to strike damage, 40% to blast damage if he's faced with a range type, draw speed if he's faced with a support type, and defense to sustain damage cut if he's faced with a defense type. In this case, he actually gets buffs based on the card that he draws, which is way more effective in my opinion, because you'll be drawing cards way more on top of the fact that he gets draw speed in his main ability. So you can see here, strike arts card, plus 20% damage inflicted, and that's every time he draws that card. Blast arts card, plus 20% blast damage inflicted for 15 time accounts. Special arts card, 20% to ki recovery, and the blue card, 20% special move damage. I feel like this is insane. Whereas VEGITO Blue, he gets 40%. This guy gets 20%. But for the time this guy released, Super VEGITO was actually disgusting, and I just see why more so than ever. Like, for real, man, this guy is a monster. If they just increase that to even 30, it will be a big problem. Trust me. Now, closing out with 2 things from Super VEGITO, I feel like the most valuable thing for him is obviously his main ability. After he transforms, he's one of those units that actually get his Vanish Gauge back if you pop his main ability after transforming. So then his main ability is called This is Super VEGITO, 2 exclamation marks. So he's very serious about it. Draws a special move arts card next, so that's the blue card. He restores his on key by 50, that's enough to land the blue card, and then he gets his Vanishing Gauge back to 100%, which can be used very effectively. It's very crafty and I love it in general, man. It works so well to outplay your opponents and literally just one-shot them, and you'll see why in the next bit that I'm going to talk about him. So this unique ability here, Absolute Radiance, applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or blast arts. So he gets plus 10% to special move damage inflicted for 15 time accounts and minus 5 to special move arts cost for 15 time accounts. That is very, very vital in what I said earlier in terms of one-shotting units. If he's building up special move damage for every strike arts he does, blast arts he does, he will have a lot of damage output when he hits that blue card from his main ability, and the chances are you're going to land it because of the fact that he actually resets his Vanish Gauge off that main ability. So there's so many ways to go about it. That blue card is coming off no matter what. On top of that, he applies the following effects to self when this character evades an enemy attack with a vanishing step. He restores his ki by 20, which is actually pretty solid, and his draw speed actually goes off of 5 time accounts, and that's enough to actually draw 2 more cards at least. So you can actually do those 2 extra cards to actually get off that blue card afterwards and do an insane amount of special move damage. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up my commentary for this video. You can watch the rest of the gameplay so you can see how like these units work together. Super Vegito, the LF being double Zenkai buffed, and the yellow Vegito being 1x Zenkai buffed. And honestly, I enjoyed making this video. It went so smoothly, and I didn't expect them to actually be this good. Fair enough, I do have them quite starred up, but overall, they actually performed very well considering how old they are. Let me know what you think about them below. I feel like they did very good, and for how old they were, like I just said, it deserves praise. Hopefully we do see something from them. If that yellow Vegito gets Zenkai buffed, I'm gonna be so happy. I mean, if he gets Zenkai awakened, I'm gonna be so happy, and he'll be free to play. If LF Super Vegito gets a Zenkai, whew, you're not gonna see the end of it from me. But yeah, man, press that subscribe button if you haven't already on this grind to 25,000 subscribers. All my social media links on the left. Is the YouTube channel, but we got Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link all in the description below. But I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Appreciate you guys for watching. The gameplay is gonna go on so you can enjoy the rest of the video. My name is Zakashi, guys. I will see you guys in the next one.
Fall back! You're number one. You're welcome. Times 10. Stop. Times 10. Good hit. Time to switch. Not bad. Ready for this? Watch out! Let's do this! Here! Call that an attack? This is an attack! This will finish it! Stand back! How's that? Let's wrap things up. Big bang attack! Times 10. Out of the way! Take that! Times 10. Impossible! I lost? Is that the best you can do? You have lots to work on. Wow! I didn't think you... Let's do this! I'm gonna crush you! Time to switch! Out of the way! It's Super Vegito! Out of my way! Here! 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 Turn! Time to do. Let's do it! You're number one. Out of the way! Let's do Tia! How's that? This will finish it! Here! Fall back! Barrier! Here! Get ready! All right! Here! Come on, give me all you got! Patara or let's do this! Give it up! Time to switch! And this is Super Vegito! Ready for this? Watch out! Tia! 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 Tia!
I could do this all day!
Out of the way! Let's do that! Maybe I'll end this now! Big bang attack! This will finish it! Everything! There it is! Big bang attack! So it's come to this. But here, here, hard. Here, here,
Here we go! Here!
Time to switch!
I could do this all day! Here goes!
I'm gonna take you down! Are you ready? The one dying today is you! Pathetic! Please, lend me your energy!